but maybe not completely healthy inside. What Ellie talked about is no longer being triggered. Triggered means that our bodies are responding to thoughts or memories associated with painful experiences, our traumas. What our bodies do is they tighten up, our shoulders constrict, our heart rate increases, our stomach muscles get tense. Our bodies are responding to us. That's how we know what we feel. How do you know you feel angry? What happens to your body? Your jawline maybe clenches, maybe your teeth clench together, maybe your fists come together. How do you know? Stomach turns. How do you know when you feel healthy? How do you know you've reached health? Describe that. What happens to your body?
Relax. Smile.
Relax. Are the muscles all tight in the stomach? Are your shoulders up or are they down? They're down. Healthy recovery, true depth recovery means that you've actually sat and acknowledged and processed over and over and over and over and revisited the trauma. That you've gotten to a point that you're no longer detached, that you're no longer engaging in what I call narrating. So all of us have heard these stories about people who are sitting on a train or sitting on, sharing an Uber, and somebody's, oh yeah, I got in 10 accidents yesterday. I didn't seem fazed by that. Very matter of fact. So there's no change in my intonation. My facial expressions are kind of blasé. That's indicative of me being able to talk about a really powerful, painful, terrible experience, but I'm not attached to it. Processing trauma looks and feels differently. It means that I'm able to describe the scent of the cologne that my abuser wore. It means that I become tearful, and maybe my body texture and my body gestures are changing when I start to go into what my experience was. So I encourage you for a moment, just with yourselves, ask yourselves for a moment, are you in narration phase, or have you processed your pain? You don't need to answer that. That's for you to know. Okay? So now let's tie into how on earth we work through this with addiction. So with addiction, it typically doesn't just overnight develop. Not typically. Most of us will say, well, my addiction took off pretty fairly fast. And by age 13, I was already smoking meth. Depending upon our home environments, if we had any type of safety or nurturing, if we were able to develop healthy attachments. But addiction doesn't stem from one or the other. They're directly linked. Okay? So what I want to do is I want to ask everybody to think about, we're going to take this opportunity, what I call a healing opportunity. So this is the only time I'm going to ask for a few volunteers, and all you have to do, you can stay where you are or you can stand. Okay? What I'm going to ask a few people to do is I want you to think about one negative, internalized message that you know you still carry as a result of what you survived. So for example, when I ask clients this, they might say, I'm insignificant. I'm unworthy. I don't matter. Nobody believes me. It doesn't matter if I speak up. Because when we spoke up or tried, we were dismissed, we were silenced, we were ignored, no one came to our rescue, or no one even paid attention. So I want you to sit for a moment. And if you're comfortable, once again, close your eyes. Imagine that you can physically catch the message in your hands. Think about that one negative internalized belief that you've held on for decades, that you're ready to finally say, I don't want to carry this. I want to let go. Now I want you, while your eyes are still closed, now I want you to put your eyes on a site of the opposite replacement thought. For me, my opposite replacement thought is, I matter. Some say, I know my truth. Some say, I'm significant. I am intelligent. I am I am of worth and value. What we're going to do together in a moment is I'm going to ask for us to begin to challenge those internalized beliefs together. To give ourselves a chance at not only maintaining and staying intact with our recovery, but also staying in touch with our work. Go ahead and open your eyes. What we're going to do is we're going to take this opportunity for healing. What this means is we're going to either turn to the person next to us, or if you choose not to, that's perfectly fine. If you choose not to turn to the person next to you, I simply encourage you to say your positive replacement out loud. So what I want each person to do, first as a group, I'm going to lead you. I'm going to say a positive message. We're going to say it as a group. I will say it, you will repeat. I matter.
I matter.
I am of worth.
I am of worth.
I'm significant.
I'm significant.
I know my value.
I know my value.
Now each person, I want you to think about that negative belief that you sat with. And think about what it did to your body and how uncomfortable it was. If there was anyone in this room that still feels a pinch, I know I did. That's an indicator. That's our barometer saying, I've got some healing to do. I haven't come to terms with all of that. I still carry a lot of embarrassment and shame. Do you know that most of the time, it's not our shame to carry? Do you know that most of the time, our childhood secrets and adolescent secrets and young adult secrets are not ours to carry? They were actually inflicted upon us. But then the next person always says to me, well, no, I'm totally responsible for what I did when I was in my active addiction. That's true. We do take accountability. We do take responsibility for our mistakes that we made. But we have to learn and examine, why did we get there? Remember, there's no such thing as a healthy addict. So that's why compassion is so integral in therapy. We often hear these words, and it's very surface. Again, surface recovery. Practice compassion. Do you understand what that actually means? Practicing compassion means we have to first understand what it means towards ourselves. So what we're going to do next, we're going to stand up. We're going to stand up as a group. Now this time, we're just going to turn to the person next to us. That's it. If you choose not to turn to the person next to you, you're welcome to come next to me.
Turn next to you.
All right. Now you're going to repeat after me. I am of worth. I matter. I have value. I am significant. I know my truth. I'm willing to heal. I'm uncomfortable being vulnerable. But I'm doing it. Now what I want you to do is each of you, I want you to let the other person know, what was your negative belief? Just go for a moment, take about 30 seconds, share the negative belief you want to get rid of.
First, you're downstairs.
I'm not enough.
Now I want you to go ahead and share the belief that you're ready to produce and begin to practice with yourselves. With this new replacement belief, it means that every day you get a healing opportunity that you get to say aloud to yourself. So share with your partner what the replacement belief is. Okay, have a seat. I want an honest answer. Raise your hands. Raise your hand if this is a daily exercise you do with yourself.